Hey guys, Twin Toes Soulful. We're going to do a water bowl test on the DIY wood gas stove. I got about a cup and a half of water in there. So we're going to get the wood gas stove fired up a little more since it's starting to die down a little. And we're going to see how long it takes to boil 1.5 cups of water. So let's go and get started with it. Alright, so let's go and add some more fuel to it. Get it stoked up nicely. So I already had the little stove fired up. I was just playing around with it earlier, just testing it out. So it's really nice. I'm in love with this stove. So I'm really been impressed with it. I've been testing it and just messing around with it. It's been a pretty amazing stove here. Considering I built it for free, that makes it even better. So just load it up with some wood. Trying to use a couple of larger pieces. There we go. About to fire up. Alright, so once it actually fires up, I'll start the camera right back. Okay, so literally as soon as I pause the camera, it fired up. So anyways, you see we got a good little amount of fuel in there, good amount of wood. So let's go ahead and start counting how long it's going to take to boil this 1.5 cups. So it's pretty windy too, so as you could probably see, the fire's going crazy there. So yeah, we're going to start it right now when the video's at 150. Alright, so just now set the pot on. It's actually the first time I ever used this stand. We'll take the lid off just so we can see when it starts to boil. So we're going to do this in real life, no fast forwarding, no editing. So we're going to see firsthand how long it takes to boil. So see, it is windy, so it's not really going to be a super accurate judge here. Which I could put that up there. Ooh, about burnt me. Put that up right there to help block the wind a little. So I'll just hold it there for a few minutes till we start to get some boiling going on. It is making wood gas, as you can see down there in bottom. Really doing good, coming out of all the jets. I need to have a windscreen for this. Let's see, there we go. That's doing pretty good for now. So we'll zoom in down there. You could actually hopefully be able to see it coming out of the jets a little bit, maybe. So we started this at 1 minute and 50 seconds, been almost 1.5 minutes, and let's see, still a little cool. Of course, this was extremely cold water. So now keep in mind, like I said, it's kind of windy, so it's not really going to be super accurate. But in real life, when you're using it, probably using it in windy conditions anyways, this will be a pretty accurate test here. Rearrange my wood there. So it's doing pretty good. Starting to get warm now. Had a couple more twigs I got laying around. Now I'm very new to a wood gas stove, so not exactly sure how they do when actually cooking on it. For that matter, this is the first time I ever tried boiling anything in it. And well, it's kind of a disappointment. Looks like my flames are dying out here. Let's see. Let me open this up. Well, you might be getting something now. Still trying to fuel it here the best I can with the pot on it. Might have to end up taking the pot off. Take that off real quick. Throw that one in there. So it's getting lukewarm right now. Now obviously if you were having comparing this to like a butane or like a little Coleman stove, this one's gonna be slower a little bit since it's a lot more sensitive to stuff like wind, but it's doing pretty good. I'm guessing with these you just gotta keep on fueling it. Like I said, this is the first time actually trying to heat up anything on this stove, so something new for me. But it's doing good. I'm happy with it. Good little thing just to play around with. And it'll be awesome like if you're backpacking or something, you know. It'll be really good for that. A little handful of sticks there. It's getting warm right now. Wish I had a thermometer. I could really give you guys a better temperature readout on it, but it's okay. I need to try to use it during the stand here, using it with or fueling it with my pot on is what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. Because that's how you'd be doing it anyways when you're cooking on it for real, in a real scenario. Just got to get used to fueling this little stove here. And not to mention, don't have the lid on it because this lid's kind of hard to take off when it gets real hot. So, but I'm just keeping on fueling it. And it being so windy today, it's burns up a lot easier and quicker, I should say. And I'm using pine too, so that's not even a long burning wood. It burns up real quick anyways, and I'm just using little twigs here. Literal, you know, twigs, what you would use for kindling. But it's okay. So we're getting a few little bubbles here on the bottom of the pot. See down there in the bottom, we're starting to get let's see, probably can't see them too much, but we are getting a few small bubbles down there. So actually a few right there in the corner you can see a little bit, maybe throughout the whole bottom. But we're getting a few small bubbles, so that's a good sign. Yeah, my fuel I'm using is really not good. Pine's not good at all because it burns up so quick. So just something to note, if you're using one of these stoves, try not to use pine because it'll burn so fast. Like I said, you know, this is the first time I've ever used a wood gas stove, so I'm not experienced by no means with it. So I'm not sure if this is even normal to have to use this amount of wood or continue to fuel, I should say, because I've never used or owned a wood gas stove until now. One that actually works good besides my little prototype, which my prototype was very impressive. I just got to learn how to cook on it pretty much. So yeah, still doing okay, I guess. My little pot stand's doing good. That's actually just a piece of fence that I bent over and had to have some legs on it. Let's see. Actually almost out of fuel. But I got plenty around me. Just feeling little small chunks like that in there right now, which hopefully I'm not ending up suffocating it, which I might be. Trying my best not to. I'm getting a little smoke off of it right now. My water is still has those small bubbles on it. It's warm. It's not super hot though. I mean, you could definitely have you a warm cup of coffee right now. But like I said, it being so windy too, that's burning my fuel up even faster than it would if it wasn't windy at all. So, something else to note. But I'm guessing you just got to continue to fuel this little wood gas stove, I'm guessing. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is normal or what really with wood gas stoves, because this is the first time I've ever used one. So I got plenty of fuel in it though, plenty. Actually can't put any more in it. I got it so jam packed full of wood and fuel right now, wood fuel. So yeah. So it's been, we started this at I believe 1 minute and 50 seconds, and it's going on 10 minutes and 50 seconds right now. So that's a good, what, 9 minutes right now? So, but this is all new to me, wood gas stoves, which I've always enjoyed making little stoves. I don't know why, I just always like playing around with them and experimenting. Try to break that piece in half. I always enjoyed cooking. Kind of like a hobby for me, I guess you could say. Little cool outdoor gear like this. It's going pretty good now though. Alright, so let's look inside the pot. I'm really hoping the camera picks up these little small bubbles inside there. You see them right there in the corner there. Down there, you could hopefully see them. And then all the way around it there. So, got me a decent little flame going on. So, it's doing okay. I am making wood gas, so that's not just burning the wood. I do see the wood gas being made here. Don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but it's coming out of the jets. Definitely coming out of the jets. It's really doing pretty good right now. You see, particularly this side, you got the jets down there in bottom. So really putting out some good wood gas. Wish the camera would clear up on it, but it's putting out wood gas, so still doing good with that. We are getting a little bit of steam going on now. Don't know if it's going to be able to. Yeah, you might can see a little bit. That's not smoke. That's actually steam from the water, not from the wood. And we're getting a decent amount of bubbles all in the bottom now. Be ready to boil any minute now. I like playing around with these stoves anyways. So we'll add that small little chunk there to it. I'm guessing you just gotta continue to fuel it. Like I said, I have no experience at all with wood gas stoves, so I'm not really sure. A little piece of bark in there. But this one's doing good, just as good as my prototype for that matter. And surprisingly, that's pretty warm. The outside can's really not melting off the paint. I guess it's not getting super hot. Still got a little smoke coming off there. I don't think this is a good day to try for the wood test here because it's being so windy, but it's not bad. We are getting some steam off of it, and let's see. It's pretty warm really right now. You could definitely make you some ramen noodles with that water. It's definitely warm enough for that. See, I had some better fuel here. I wish I would have used in the beginning versus, yeah, I'm using it now, but in the beginning that would have been awesome. It probably would have heated up or lasted a lot longer, I should say, than this pine I was using. But pine just burns so fast and really easy to start. That's why I like pine, real easy to start. But if you're looking at how long it burns, it's a whole different story with that. Well, anyways, it's approaching 16 minutes, and I really don't want to bore you guys with saying how long it takes to boil. So I'm going to see if I can get it to boiling, and I'll tell you approximately how long it's been since you've seen it last. So I'm just going to pause the camera, and if I ever get it to boil, I'll start it right back. All right, guys. So it's been about a minute since I've last picked up the camera, and it's getting some bubbles. You can definitely hopefully you can see the steam coming off of it. Bubbles are boiling even more. So you got bubbles all on the bottom of the pot. They are actually, some of them are starting to rise. Got a good clean flame going on right now with it. So it's doing good. So hopefully we'll have it boiling here in a bit. So I had to take the pot off, which I should have did earlier, and stoked it up with some of this this longer burning wood. It's not pine. Just did a lot better getting it to boil. So I was probably using the wrong fuel all along, to be honest with you. Wrong fuel, and not to mention it was really windy. The wind actually died down a little bit, so it helped it out. So but it's doing pretty good right now. It's actually nearly at boiling right now, so let's see. Starting to get a few bubbles in the bottom. Doing pretty good. So I'll start it back when it starts to boil. Alright guys, so we're just gonna call it quits here. Literally as soon as I started the camera back, it just quit boiling. But yeah, that was about a minute after I paused it. You see it is steaming here, and it's definitely now too hot to touch. So yeah, I think if I was using the right wood in the beginning, some harder wood, which was this type, it would have did a lot better than the pine. And had it not been so windy, that would have helped a ton. But I probably could have had it down from, instead of, you see it videos at 19 minutes, probably could have had it down to probably 10, to be honest with you. So yeah, there it is. That's a little boil test there. Is it a success? Honestly, I would have to say it probably would have been had I've not tried it on a really windy day, and if I would have known which fuel to use. But it's all a learning experience for me, considering this is my first wood gas stove. So yeah, there it is. Got any questions? Feel free to comment. Thank y'all for watching.